like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady. Time up right now. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, kill.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They keep it with Fournette on first down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll run with Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. On second down, a run with Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles.
Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop it. Any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Murray. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, check. Right 21. Right 21. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Panthers. Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Cracks. General West. It's a safety cream. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Man up, deep. Kill. Check 9. Check 9.
Fournette running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ready? Yellow waiting. 5-9. Check right 21. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, check right 21.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Murray now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. They run with Breida. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. How about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Breida. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here we go.
Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Fournette. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Matt Breida, 83 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check 6 guys. Check 52. Hey, kill. Check safety. Hey, easy. 12.
This is Fournette. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, let's break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, come on now. Hey.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
We played to win. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Throw caught there by Willis. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray now. Dancing to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Now Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out. Easy, opposite. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, here I come.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check 25. Check 26. Hey, switch gears. Check. 23.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Shoot. You kill. 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Tackles. Easy. Tighten up. Check tonight.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Big dance. Come. Hey, kill. We got double.
Running left, it's Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Kill. Hey, easy.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Hey, easy. Check. You're good. Ready.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, check.
Here's Breida. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Extra point up and through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. Oh, nice move. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fournette running out of the gun. And pass past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Panthers.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Check it back, check it back.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, under. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Breeze looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go, here we go.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a give coming right is Breida. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a pickup of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breeze. It's caught by Aguilar. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
11. Come on, get set.
Breeze now to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. Room past the 20. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, 20, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about